Cyclone Amphan has developed into a super cyclone in the Bay of Bengal and has the potential to cause extensive damage in the coastal districts of West Bengal when it makes landfall on Wednesday, the Indian government has said. Super cyclonic storm Amphan is currently a very powerful tropical cyclone over the Bay of Bengal, threatening Odisha and West Bengal in India as well as Bangladesh. It is the first tropical cyclone of the 2020 North Indian Ocean cyclone season. India is formulating to vacate more than 1 million people, with a super cyclone due to hit the country this week and cause destruction in exposed areas. The Indian states of West Bengal and Odisha, as well as coastal areas of Bangladesh, have been put on high alert over Cyclone Amphan, which is get together strength as it moves across the Bay of Bengal and is due to make landfall on Wednesday. Heavy rains, storm rushes and high winds with speeds of up to 115 miles per hour are predictable to bash the East Indian and Bangladesh coast, causing flooding and power outages and uprooting homes and crops. In Odisha, preparations have begun to evacuate 1.1 million people living in susceptible and low-lying areas, while more than 550 cyclone shelters have been ready and 7,000 concrete buildings identified to house evacuees. Amphan is the first super cyclonic storm in the Bay of Bengal since the 1999 Odisha cyclone, as well as the most intense cyclone ever recorded in the North Indian Ocean in terms of minimum central pressure and 3-minute sustained winds. The storm is expected to make landfall in between Daya, West Bengal, India, and Haisha Islands, Bangladesh, on Wednesday 20 May 2020. However, it is expected to weaken and turn into an extremely severe cyclonic storm before hitting the coast. At 0 o'clock UTC on May 16, a depression formed in the southeast Bay of Bengal and was identified as 1 Boliviano. 6 hours later, the Indian Meteorological Department, IMD, upgraded the system to a deep depression. The system began bringing torrential rainfall to Sri Lanka and southern India. Around 15:00 UTC, the system further developed into cyclonic storm Amphan. That morning, landslide and flooding warnings were hoisted for parts of eastern Sri Lanka, and the Indian state of Kerala were given expectations of torrential rainfall in the coming days. By 09:00 UTC of May 17, Amphan had intensified into a very severe cyclonic storm. Within 12 hours, the storm had developed and started to rapidly intensify, becoming an extremely severe cyclonic storm. According to the JTWC, it explosively intensified from a Category 1 equivalent cyclone to a Category 4 equivalent cyclone in just 6 hours. Then, it became a Category 5 equivalent super cyclonic storm, making 2020 the second season in a row with a super cyclonic storm. An orange message was issued for the coasts of Odisha and West Bengal. Odisha's 6 districts of Kendrapada, Bhadrak, Balasore, Mayurbhanj, Jagatsinghpur and Jajpur have been kept under active response of NDRF teams, and the Daya and Haisha Islands have also been alerted, with awareness being launched near the coastal pockets. Odisha has begun evacuation in the coastal district of Kendrapada, with the target number being estimated to 12 lakh, including of quarantine facilities used by returning migrant workers. Odisha requested a delay in Shromanik trains that are returning stranded migrant workers to coastal districts. The ports at Gopalpur, Damara and Paradip are also kept under the danger indication. Bangladesh requested farmers in its coastal districts to harvest all the paddy they could and prepared shelters.